In the age where the blockbuster has waxed and waned, Kong Skull Island reigns as king, proving to its tired servants just how good it can be. This is We Need Movies, motherfucker, and I'm here to talk some Kong. This newest crack at the legend of King Kong was released 12 years after Peter Jackson's own attempt. 12 years, holy shit, that's crazy. Jordan Vogt-Roberts, whom had previously directed the indie hit Kings of Summer and the comedy special Nick Offerman's American Ham, helmed this film. Clearly, he's enjoyed a meteoric trajectory, and yet he handles this big-budget sci-fi action film incredibly well. Amazingly well, to be honest. See, this film feels like the blockbusters of yesteryear. It's not capes and swords. This film is steeped in the embodiment of the old monster flicks of the 50s to the 70s. It's not trying to be something else. And it's hard to be entirely bad anyway, with the stellar cast they've assembled here. Tom Hiddleston, Brie Larson, Samuel L. Jackson, John Goodman, John C. Reilly, Toby Kebbell, Corey Hawkins, and Jason Mitchell, both of Straight Outta Compton, John Ortiz, Shea, Whigham, and Richard Jenkins. You may not know all of their names, but you will most certainly know their faces. I'd be remiss if I didn't mention John C. Reilly, even though many people likely included him in their reviews as well. John stole the show in every scene he was in. The typical John C. Reilly humor was very entertaining in this setting. And it was also a nice little nod on his jacket. In the back it said, "Good for your health." That was a nod to Steve Brule, guaranteed. Now, this movie won't win any awards. It's not going to win Best Picture. It certainly won't get screenplay accolades. But that's not the point of a great monster movie. These kinds of experiences are best viewed on the big screen with a tub of popcorn and a soda handy. They're fun. We shouldn't only gauge a film's achievements by cinematic masterstrokes, even though this film is cleverly designed and beautifully shot. This movie is a thrill ride. It starts out with its best version of Avengers Assemble, and gathers the team for the titular expedition immediately following the end of the Vietnam War. However, most of the team is unaware of the true nature for which they were gathered to explore this island. John Goodman's Bruce Randa has an ulterior motive for this expedition, and soon everyone's eyes are open, or in some cases permanently shut. The real credit has to go to the various CGI teams that have brought the character and the world of Kong to life. It's startling to me when I look back on films from the 90s, like in my blog's 52 Pickup series. The CGI is the first thing to fall apart. And I wonder if this will happen for films released today when reviewed in, let's say, 2037. Will they suffer the same hindsight? As a species, we're always caught off guard by outdated technology, often wondering how the older generations could exist with such primitive tech. But at that time, that was the pinnacle, the state-of-the-art CGI. Anyway, for the time being, Kong Skull Island is the best thing out there for CGI in terms of how they created Kong and his world. Yes, there are some other creatures that kind of stick out like a sore thumb compared to, let's say, Kong. But when they incorporate Kong into the backdrop of Vietnam or Hawaii, he really does feel like he belongs there. This movie's a blast. It's the kind of movie I used to watch with my dad on the weekends on the USA Network, and that makes me happy. I give Kong Skull Island 3.5 tickets out of 5. What did you think about the film? I say this every time. Comment below. Tell me what you thought. Hopefully, you do that. And we have an email if you really want to get into an in-depth conversation. We need movies yt@gmail.com. Of course, you could follow this video on my blog, Guy in a Wire, and comment there if you want. We are on Twitter. We are at We Need Movies. Very simple. We're on Facebook, also We Need Movies. So please reach out there, give us a like. Brandon, I look forward to talking to you about this film as well. But in the meantime, everybody, I'm Jamie, and We Need Movies.